Welcome to Bloom with Tina and Kelsey. Are you ready to ignite your inner power and blossom into your fullest self? We're more than a podcast. We're a vibrant community dedicated to empowering women to be true to themselves. Join us each week as we explore the transformative journeys of courageous individuals who have dared to challenge the norm and forge their own paths to happiness. Together, we celebrate the remarkable courage, growth, resilience, and authentic positivity that fuels every bloom. If you're looking to spark your passion, embrace your growth, and nurture your soul, you've come to the right place. Tune in and get ready for an incredible episode that will empower you to flourish. Let's bloom together. We are back in my sunroom.
Back at Tina's house.
We are going to continue recording the podcast in my sunroom. So it's going to be more of a continual theme, continual look. You know, is that okay?
Sure.
Because
we hadn't talked about this, but sure.
Is that okay with you? All right.
I don't know. I liked recording on my patio.
But your patio is fun too.
Yeah.
Okay.
You might see different backgrounds.
All right. But it's been a while since we recorded in my sunroom because we took out the furniture, put it all downstairs, and then got different sunroom patio furniture in here instead. So if you guys like what you're hearing, click follow, share the episode with your friends, give us a 5-star rating, and, you know, we're fun.
We are fun.
So, and
we're very fun people.
We are. We do have a great thing going on here. And we want you to just share it with your friends. Today I want to talk about, you know, when you reach a point in your life, say your job, you retire, you
it doesn't even have to be all that.
It doesn't have to be all that. Say you got a project going, okay? And you get done with this huge project. And then it's like, what do you do next, right? You have an idea.
Yeah.
Okay? And then you tell your loved ones about your idea.
Or your friends, or your coworkers, or anybody.
Or whoever's in your life. And they start dropping their opinions.
And their intention is good. They think they're being super helpful.
Yes. What are you going to do that for? Why do you want to do that? What are you going to do that for? I mean, you're already so busy, right?
So I don't. Some of the things you've been hearing, I take it.
A little bit.
So when you talked to me about it, the things that came into my head were more like, what you should do is da-da-da-da-da-da. Now you should try da-da-da-da. You could really succeed if you did da-da-da-da. So, like, it can go both of those things.
Yes.
Have the same feel.
Well, yeah, it depends on who you're talking to.
Right.
You don't want to do that. You're so stressed already. Or, you're so busy already. You don't have time for that.
Okay, so how do you respond?
Mom, I'm going to do what I want anyway. No, I just remember way back, you know, I wanted to go get my master's, right? When the kids were a year old.
Yeah.
What? How you going to have time for that? Ugh, right?
Yeah.
And then when I went to get my doctorate, I don't want to see you so stressed. I'm like, why am I stressed? So anyway, but no, we can talk about that kind of advice.
Yeah, and I love collaboration and hearing people's ideas and things like that, but I do think it's important to differentiate like what actually fits your vision versus what's just the noise of what you could be doing, but it's not your vision. So like that doesn't need to be the next thing. Sometimes people's ideas are helpful and sometimes it's like, you just don't see it, and that's okay.
Yeah. And so many times you have a vision, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the vision when I get a vision or a thought in my head, I think it's divine, right? So it's put in my brain, and then that's the first vision, is that it's put in there, and then the second vision is what I then see after it's put into my brain, okay? And what happens is the noise from the other people, right? Say, have you thought about this? Or, maybe you should do this. Or you need to dot 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 dot, right?
Yeah.
It's all of those types of noise that you hear when you have an idea of something.
Yeah.
And the thing is you have to be very, very careful how you listen to that noise.
Right. You need some type of filter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Because number one, this is your vision, not their vision.
Mm-hmm.
They don't see the vision that you have.
Right.
And are they an expert at what you want to do?
Sometimes they are.
Okay. All right.
And still, their vision for how to get there might be different than yours.
Yeah. Well, let's give our listeners an example.
Yeah. Do you
have an example?
I could go. You want me to start?
Go.
Okay. So I was at a networking event a few months ago. I don't even remember how long ago it's been. We were talking and it was great conversation. I love the people I was with. So again, their intention was good, but they just start spewing off like, and you could do this, you could create this group, and then you just charge this, and then you make it do this, and then like they had all these ideas that I could do because they had just listened to a podcast or seen somebody else do this thing. And, oh, you work with money, you could do it this way. This is how this person did it. I just saw him, and then you could make all this money. And I'm like, I hear you. And also, that's not at all the vibe I'm trying to go for,
Yeah.
So that's my most recent experience that's coming to mind. But then there's also these other women are successful business owners who do very well. So I do respect their opinions and what they have to say. So I don't want to give the impression that I don't. And I love when they give advice, but I needed to put it through my own filter of, is that what I really want?
Yeah.
It's not that it was bad advice. It's just not for me.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's a good example.
Yeah.
That is a good example.
It's just not for me.
Yeah.
And the other one that I run into all the time is working alongside other financial planners and sharing ideas with them. And the way that I do financial planning and the way other people do financial planning sometimes is a little different.
Right.
I get these voices running through my brain once in a while of like time management, and you're spending too much time per client for the price you're charging, and da-da-da-da. But I do a lot more coaching in my practice than the average financial advisor.
Yeah.
And that's kind of just part of it. And true, maybe I should be charging more for that because I am meeting clients more frequently than a lot of people are. So like those kinds of voices of like, you've got to figure out how to cut this back. And I hear them. They're helpful, but also I need to go through a filter of like what actually feels like the right next move to solve the problem, not just taking for granted whatever they say is the right answer.
Right.
Yeah.
If you've been thinking, I know I need to get my money more organized, I just don't know where to start, I made something for you. Download my free financial organizer, a simple tool that helps you map your net worth, monthly cash flow, and those once-a-year expenses we all tend to forget about. Grab it now at apricityfp.com. That's apricityfp.com.
We just had Alexa turn on. Ooh, I just said that for her to turn off. Thank goodness she didn't hear me. Wow. But so funny. I think my example is probably with my book, The the most recent, I have a chapter in there that is pretty personal, and nobody's read this chapter, but yet I know my husband and kids know what the chapter is about.
Yeah.
And they're all like, Mom, you can't put that in your book. You know, that's too personal. That's too private. And you shouldn't have that out there. But the thing is it's my story, you know, and it's part of me. And it's just because I went through something like this, there's other people that may be going through the same thing that need to hear it, you know, or need some help or need advice or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's things like that.
Yeah. That's a tough one. There have been moments for me too where I like part of me feels called to share certain parts of my story because there could be somebody else who's gone through it and I could help them. And then part of me feels like you're allowed to have things that are just yours, and that's okay too. You don't have to be everybody's solution.
Yeah.
And so you again need to put it through your own filter,
Right.
to figure out what makes the most sense for you. There's not a right or wrong answer.
Right. And I'm the one that needs to decide. So basically the plan is I'm finishing my book, and when I read that chapter again, I'll decide.
Yeah.
I'll decide if it's meant
See
to
how
be
it
out
feels.
there in the world or not. So, but you always get an advice from other people, but yet they haven't written a book, you know, things like that.
Yeah.
As an example.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Whereas my examples were, the advice was coming from people who have done the thing.
Right. Right.
And I am generally speaking coming to them for advice, but still, even then, and you probably run into this with your editor for your book. Like, she's done it and she has advice. You're going to her for advice, yet it's still yours and you still need to put it through your filter.
Yeah. But yeah, so there's a lot of erroneous noise out there.
So how do you navigate that? Like, how do you put it through your filter? What's that process look like?
You're asking me?
Yeah. I mean, you kind of just said it. You're gonna read your book and see how it feels. But like, what's that? You're gonna go back, read it, and then what?
Pray about it, and I'll make a decision.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll make a decision.
Yeah.
So talk to the person.
Yeah. In that.
But the thing is, I don't have to use that person's name either. So.
Yeah, I think for me, I could tell in my two examples, right? The one at the networking event, I could tell almost immediately, like, I'll let them keep talking, but I can just tell by the way my body's reacting to this isn't for me, you know?
Yeah.
But maybe they're coming up with things that they actually need to talk through and implement. Like, we'll let them go.
Yeah.
Like, I just could feel this isn't for me. The other one, when I'm working alongside the financial planners and listening to the podcast and all of those things, and I can sense that the way that I envision my practice going is quite a bit different than just the cookie cutter financial planning practice. That takes a lot more intentional, like, time set aside to really go through that filter of, and it's an ongoing, never ending process. That one. Of like what feels like the best next step right now. What is the actual pain point that does need some adjustment and what feels like the right adjustment? You know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A prime example of that would have been just last fall when I decided to go to Redefining Wealth Live instead of XYPN Live. Like, that's the prime example. So I had a ticket to XYPN Live 2025. Which is the financial planning conference.
Okay.
With the financial planning group that I'm pretty heavily involved in. Like, they're the ones who have supported me through starting my own firm. And it's a lot of members who all own their own firms, basically. And then Patrice Washington hosts Redefining Wealth Live every year. And last year it was in person. This year it's not going to be. But last year it was in person in the same month as XYPN Live. Now, theoretically, I could have gone to both, but Also, I have young kids at home, and that would have been a lot of time out of the home in 1 month. so, so I was on one of Patrice's, I think it was the Soul Detox call that she does. She does that every year. Forget what time of year. And that's when she announced the Redefining Wealth Live that was coming up. And there's just something in my spirit that knew that's where I needed to be. Like you can't explain it sometimes. You can't describe it, but it is that alignment. It's like when you're taking the steps that are in alignment, other things just start to fall into place.
Yeah.
And this, I just knew, like, as soon as this came up, I was like, the point I'm in with my business is this friction point of trying to navigate who I am in the financial planning world. But I need to hear voices that aren't in the financial planning world right now instead of diving more into those voices. And so that I sold my ticket to XYP and Live, bought my ticket to Redefining Wealth Live, and the rest is history, as they say, right? Like, from Redefining Wealth Live, I ended up in Patrice's mastermind.
Right.
And it's totally changed the trajectory of the whole year.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Right. And you listened to what you thought was right instead of listening to, I don't know if people, today are like, oh no, you should go to this, or you have to go to this, or
I don't have a lot of those people in my life, to be honest.
You didn't have noise.
I really
didn't,
but I think that's intentionally creating my circle. Like, that's not, those voices are not part of
your circle.
My circle.
Right. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
I don't get that really at all. And it's interesting because even within like the mastermind groups I'm in with other financial planners, because I'm in 2 of them, like they all know. They're like, oh yeah, that makes sense for you. Like they don't get it per se.
Yeah.
But they know.
Yeah.
But that's how I operate. And that's okay. And actually, I'm pretty lucky to have found a couple mastermind groups that are really supportive about that part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are, the Patrice Washington.
Oh, yeah. I was even talking about that one, but yeah.
That is in such alignment with what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a great year.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it's been building up to, I didn't just extinguish all of those voices overnight. It's been a long journey of like stepping more and more into alignment.
Yeah.
So that fewer of those voices become voices I hear.
Yeah. Right.
Find a moment that you can recognize voices that were coming at you that you knew were out of alignment, or you questioned whether or not they were in alignment. Right. And this maybe is harder to do if you're not a person who's used to listening for that. So if this is all brand new to you, maybe just pay attention, like notice in your conversations what suggestions from the outside, whether it is about work or what you should be doing at home, or because it doesn't just have to be about like your career trajectory.
Yeah.
It can also be how you should be running your household or raising your kids.
Right.
And we all know those unwelcome outside opinions.
So filter the noise.
Filter the noise.
Filter the noise.
And if you are able to do it without resentment, without anger and frustration, everybody has their opinions of what you should do. They mean well.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you have to take those opinions in yourself, and you can just let them go,
Yep.
So yeah, that's the call to action for today.
Great. Thank you so much for listening. Share it with your friends.
See you next time.
Thank you so much for tuning into another episode of Bloom with Tina and Kelsey. Your support truly means the world to us, and we're so grateful to have you as part of our blossoming community.
We hope you enjoyed this week's conversation and found inspiration in our discussions. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. And if you love what you hear, please consider leaving us a review. Your feedback helps us grow and reach more listeners like you.
Join us next week for another exciting episode filled with insights, laughter, and growth. We can't wait to share it with you.
Keep glowing and see you soon.